Hello, everyone. This is Tara. I am here to start a new playlist on my YouTube channel to help myself and to help other people. I do have to make a couple of medical disclaimers immediately because this particular playlist is going to be about mental health. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a human being that is struggling with mental health issues right now. And I know I'm not alone. So, I'm going to get into a bunch of different things during this playlist. And I'm also going to try to offer some ideas of things that you could do and that I could do to break this matrix of mental health issues. I've got all sorts of theories about what's going on and why there are so many people dealing with this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it all on YouTube, to tell you the truth, because they censor a lot, and I do believe there's more to the mental illness issues that are plaguing the world today than just ourselves. It's more than that, and some of those things I'm going to be bringing up. But anyway, so I wanted to start today with this. I wanted to give you guys a list of books that should be very helpful to you, okay? And how I came across these books, well, some of them I already had or had read in the past, but when I was pretty broken, and I reached out to a friend of mine, Kim Ward. She has a nonprofit called Katie's Mission, and it is suicide prevention. And I reached out to her not because I was suicidal, but because I knew that she had her hands in some things that may be helpful to me and maybe point me in the right direction. And so she was right on it. She was like, absolutely, I got you. And I got a grant so that I could have a therapist. And I started therapy, and I didn't continue with it for a couple of reasons. Certainly not because of the lady. She is phenomenal. Her name is Mona. I love her. She's great. And when I'm ready to maybe go back into therapy, that'll be the person I go to, because she's good. And she is very interactive. She's not just somebody that listens to you. She interacts with you and gives you things to do. So I only went to maybe 2 sessions. I was supposed to do 5 or 10. And, but anyway, let's continue here. So she gave me a list of books to get. And I also have a couple more that I want to add to that list to give you. I highly recommend that you go and you get these in physical form, not on a Kindle. I think that the technology is part of the problem. So I think it's important that you get these physical. And I think that we should do kind of like a book club thing where we go through them together, or however you want to do it. But let me go ahead and get started. First book. This one is not on Mona's list. This one is one I found. I watched Inspired. It's a YouTube channel, and they have Cathy O'Brien on a lot, and she is so bright and awesome and unbelievable. And so I had picked up this book, PTSD by Cathy O'Brien, Time to Heal. I recommend that you get your hands on this. And well, there's something beautiful about it. The words are pretty big. I'm not going to have to use a magnifying thing. I got one of these because I need to start reading these books, because some of them have such small writing. So, PTSD by Cathy O'Brien. I will list it in the description, and I'm pretty sure she has her own website, so I will go ahead and find that for you and make sure that's in there. Yeah. So, anyway, she's pretty great. Cathy O'Brien. PTSD, A Time to Heal. All right, now let's get into the books that Mona asked me to get. How to Be an Adult by David Richo. Could be Rico. How to Be an Adult by David Richo. I got about halfway through in this one. So this will probably be the first one we go to. When I'll come and I'll read with you. And I actually put a note to myself. And I suggest you do. Like, dear Tara, you got this. You know what I mean? So, how to be an adult. Okay. All these here. So, Codependent No More. I read this back in high school. When I was, and this, it's got little tiny letters. So, I'm going to read it again. And so, Codependent No More by Melody Beattie. How to stop controlling others and start caring for yourself. Okay? Because that's what we do. We get ourselves all worked up and we start trying to control everything. And that's kind of silly. All right, what do we got here? All right, this one I haven't even cracked open, by Jennie Potter. Self-sabotage no more. Stop repeating the past and start creating your future. And let's see how big those words aren't too tiny. And these are great. I've read them. I'll do it again. The 4 agreements. And then the 5th agreement. And that is Don Miguel Ruiz and Don Jose Ruiz. Don Miguel Ruiz wrote the first one, and then he collaborated with somebody on the second one. And these are great. These are great. Get them. The 4 agreements and the 5th agreement. And what else we got here? Oh, The Body Keeps the Score. Brain, Mind, and Body and the Healing of Trauma. Bessel van der Kolk, MD. That's a serious read. And the letters are a little small. So you're going to be getting some in there. Let's see. Boundaries. And this is by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. Boundaries. A 9-session focus on boundaries. When to say yes, how to say no, and take control of your own life. So we go from, trying to not control your life to taking some control. So, let's see here. I think this is another one. Yes. Oh, no. This is a present my mom got me. And I haven't even gotten into it, but it looks like it might be a good idea to get into it. It's called Firekeeper, Raising Hallelujah, a 30-day devotional for faith-filled network marketers. So if you're into network, you don't have to be into network marketing, but that could be interesting. I got that for Christmas, so I'm a little excited about that because I just realized I had it. Okay, now this book is good, and I've been through some of it, and well, first let me go ahead and anything by Tony Robbins, get it. This is Life Force. This is his latest. And that one's interesting because he talks about stem cells, and I'm in a stem cell business, so that's kind of cool. This is Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. This is deep. And I'm excited. We're going to get into it. So, anyway, those are the main books. There are more, and we will get into them, but we've got a lot of work right here, so let me just get them put back so I don't forget them. I don't want them just to be willy-nilly all about. Put one of them in your bathroom, okay? That's where the How to Be an Adult is, so I'm going to put that back in the bathroom after so that I make sure that I get to it. So I'm going to give you a couple of things besides the list of books. I will get these all in the description for you. There's a couple things that you can start doing right now to help you. And do one thing different today. There's even a book called The One Thing. I think that's the name of it. That's good. Do one thing different. In order to break free from this mental health crisis that so many people are going through, we need to shake up the matrix a bit. And We have to stop being so predictable. And so when we start doing something differently, it kind of shakes it up a little bit. Now, you might even notice some glitches when that happens, but that's okay. It's important not to get into a rut with the issues going on in your mental health. So if you can shake it up a little bit, I'm not asking you to get it all done in one day, because it's not going to happen that way. It's going to be work, and it's going to be hard at times. And I really want to be able to come here every time that I make a video. I don't know how often. I might come once a day. I might come once a week. I'm not sure. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But it's important that you do something different. Do something different. So most of us walk through life either we wake up in the morning, we get ready, we have our little rituals that we do, and some people, like I need 3 hours before I go anywhere when I have a regular job. 3 hours. So that's kind of wild. So it would be something that I would have to shake that up a little bit, maybe add a walk to it, or drive a different way to work. Just little things. Maybe you always have lunch at 12:30. Maybe you need to have lunch at 1:30. Maybe you always have a sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. Maybe this time you should have a steak, egg, and cheese, or a bacon, egg, and cheese. Shake it up. Start doing things different, one thing at a time. And that'll start helping, remove the plaque of this stuff that's going on with us. I also suggest, very much so, that you take an hour a day, get away from your device, and read or learn how to do something, or go out and do something. So you want to always be on a learning path. I do have a couple of YouTube channels I think you should probably, I'm suggesting that you listen to some Jordan Peterson. Okay? Greg Braden, he's pretty good, but he's long content. So if you have a hard time with long content, that'll be difficult, because I don't think he has a video that's shorter than an hour or so. Those are kind of things like that. But get out there, do something different, and try to make sure that at least once a day you take an hour to learn something. And I'm not even talking about these books. I'm talking about other books. Maybe pick up some ancient history, or when you go to get these books at the bookstore or the Amazon, however you do it, maybe pick up some how-to books. Like Wayne and I went on a binge, and we bought a bunch of books about wild edibles, like how to find them, identify them, and get them, eat them. How to build a deck, how to build a shed, how to build learn something. Okay, take some time to learn about something. I know I did a candle business way back in my 20s when I got unemployed because I had gotten in trouble with the law and I needed to make some money. So I said, well, I got to do something. And I went to the library and I picked up a book on how to make candles. And I read that book and started a business making candles. And I did pretty good. The town was very supportive. And people, I'd go from bar to bar selling these candles. And like the fishermen, in those days, they made money. They would buy the whole set, all the molds, So I think that's pretty amazing. And I used to do something special to them. I used to, put my heart in them. I would put a stone in the bottom of the candle, so when the candle was burnt, that love would come out and help the person. So I'd rub them down with special oils and have a rock of some sort in the bottom of the candle, a crystal or a rock. That's pretty cool. So go out there and learn something and start doing it. I have a painting channel. You might know that. This is where this idea came up, because sometimes I get so depressed and I go to paint and I talk about it. Ow. Oh, it hurts when the eyeballs get ouchy like that. Okay. And so I knew that I know a lot of people go to fluid art channels on YouTube for therapy because it's so intensely beautiful. And the paint is just, it's wild. And now I'm going to be sniffling because I started to cry. But I didn't want to do that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this playlist on this channel and then create a playlist over there so the people don't have to go back and forth if they don't want to. Learn how to do something. Take a look at fluid art. Take a look at landscape art. Pointillism, any of it. It's all beautiful. Learn something. Just practice something new. So yeah, that's the gist. Get these books. I'm going to start with How to Be an Adult. Okay? And I'll come back and I'll give you like my summary or my opinions because I'm going to have different opinions than you on probably a lot of things. But that doesn't mean that we can't help each other. And that's really important. I am struggling. And I don't want to be happy. And it kind of runs in the family, you know, the depression thing. So I want to break that. The trauma is too much. I want to be happy, and I want to help as many other people as possible be happy. So, yeah, we're not alone. This is not all your fault. It's actually horrible what's been done to us. And we need to break it. We need to say no. We really do. So, that's my suggestion. Get those books. Start with How to Be an Adult. Take an hour a day. Learn something new. Or explore a topic you really want to know about. And do something different. Just one thing every day. And it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. You don't need a lot of drama. It can be. You could, go after something like huge and whatever, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to change everything. You don't have to. It's not really about changing your spirit. It's about nurturing it. And we've gotten so disconnected, and I'm very, very sure that this was done on purpose to us. And that's why it's right now, especially after their last experiment, it's so much more intense. Let's go over some stats with suicides. They're higher than they've ever fucking been. People are sad. And we're not going to make it if we don't turn that around. We've got to get out of the sadness. The darkness is okay because it shows us what we need to be the light. But we can't allow ourselves to be fully entrapped in it because that's what they want. Who are they? Entities and principalities. I might even get a little religious or spiritual speaking with you. Just because there's a lot to learn there too. Maybe go ahead and get a Bible if you don't have one. Or if you do, and you just haven't checked it out in a while, go back and start looking at it. Read Revelations again. Read the Song of Solomon. Just get back in there and just check it out. Now, that's also been very altered. So you need to know what to take from it and what to leave, okay? Because it's been altered. And And it's, yeah, so, be careful. Anyway, so I absolutely know that we're not alone, and we didn't all do it ourselves. It has been a programming that's been building up and building up and building up, and at this point, it's really taken a hold of humanity, and it's corrected, and we need it. We need to bring it back, because it's our world. It's not entities and principalities. They want us to be in the world or of the world, and we really just, we need to start taking control over that. We have to break our own chains, okay? And we have been absolutely enslaved and brainwashed. And if we don't take control of that, we're going to lose ourselves. And I've got grandkids. I've got a daughter. It's very important that we don't lose ourselves, because they will lose too. Suicide among children is ridiculous. I know someone, I'm not going to say names because I don't think they want it broadcasted. I know someone that has a young child, and I'm pretty darn sure under the age of 10, and the kid is suicidal. Can you imagine that? So I'm going to do what I can do. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I really need another cup of coffee. But do something different today. Carve an hour out for yourself. Start breaking your routines and making them more rituals. Start becoming more spiritual. Before you even get out of bed, there are people out there that no matter how hard it's going for you right now, they're having a very bad time. There are people out there that are having a very bad time. So we have to start looking for things to be grateful for right now. Right now. Try to find one. If you can't write a list of 100 things you're grateful for, you need to keep practicing, because there's a lot of stuff to be grateful for out there and in here, wherever you are. In order for us to survive this insane Holocaust, we have to turn it around from the inside out. Okay, guys? So, let me know of anything. I look forward to the comments on this. I really want to, work with you, not just read books to you or whatever. I want to understand more, and maybe you have an idea. And we're going to keep exploring. We're going to keep exploring it. And hopefully, we'll be able to help each other. If you don't have a cat, you should probably get a cat. If you don't have a dog, you should probably get a dog. They're pretty intense. My cat, when she knows that I'm upset, she'll lay on my chest and put her frequency into my heart. This morning, she knows that I had a really tough weekend. She slept on my head. Now they have a healing frequency. That's what the purr is. It's important. If you can. I know some people live in apartments and stuff that they can't have pets. You need to have them. They're really important. I think they were designed for us. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're like connected to the dogs and the cats. Go for a walk in the woods if you can. Go to a park. Go to the ocean. Go to the river. Follow your gut. Start saying no. and open your mind to understand, because we're going to go down some rabbit holes. We're going to go down some rabbit holes because you need to understand what they've done, so that you're not blaming yourself for everything, because you're not all to blame, but you are the only one. You are the one. You are the only one that can do it, that can save yourself. So let's get there. Let's work on it together. And thank you. I'll probably have some really emotional videos. Who knows? I can't believe I freaked out. I was like, oh, I'm not doing too bad right this second. Maybe I do the video now, and then boom, I cry. But that's okay. Start doing something different. And let's start. Let's get it going. I don't know how many days it's going to be until I come back. I'm thinking at least by... I probably will end up being here every day for a while, because I really want to get these readings done, and I want to do it with you. So, if you don't have a bookstore near you, get on the Amazon. I hate to say that, but I'm not an affiliate with Amazon. They changed their rules years ago, so I can't. But I'll give you the most direct way to get these books, okay? But otherwise, if you can go into a store, that's something that I really let go of, those conveniences, okay, guys? Start waiting online again. Yeah. Human interaction is really important. And they've isolated us. And they disguised it as convenience. And then they told us we were all going to die because we wanted to be near each other. We need to be around each other. Doesn't mean you got to live in a city. That's not good for you either. But it's important to interact with people. There's going to be a lot of NPCs out there. But you'll know them when you see them, because they never break their mold. They're always exactly the same. They don't change. So, anyway, I'm off. And, yeah, we're going to go down some different holes. Hopefully I'll be able to beat the spy bots on YouTube. Otherwise, we'll be going to Rumble. Rumble does take a long time to upload a video. But it's still there. It's there. And it's not terrible. We also have locals. I have an account there, but I don't know how that works from like producing content. Locals is pretty cool, and you could do like paid. If you have payment gateways, you can say more. So, like Inspired has, I think it's a $50 for the year or something like that, or $5 a month. I did the $50 for the year. Yeah, so Inspired does good stuff, and they go down some of those rabbit holes. So if you want to go check them out. They're bold on YouTube, but they have been shut down once before. Who knows if they're, I think we're gonna make it, guys. But it's gonna take all of us, and one of us at a time. You know what I mean? So, all right, we're working on here 28 minutes and 52 seconds. So I think I should cut this before it turns into a 30-minute video, and go make myself some coffee. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'm gonna put the link to Katie's or the Facebook page for Katie's Mission. If you need that help, you need to reach out. And if you can afford to donate anything, donate something, because she's on a mission. Kim's sister committed suicide, and it was devastating. And Kim herself has her own issues with her mental health, and she's a pretty amazing person. Pretty amazing person indeed. Okay, I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.